All right, y'all, let's get into Biden and Moses real quick and tie some points together as far as a big picture, because we're going to see Moses with Kamala and her sister Soul and whoever comes after her, or if she just stays in office till she gets a treatment. Either way, Moses is going to be playing out before that in a build-up. And this build-up is when Biden is 80, because he is eating the tea, and that's the cross. And he is the 9 and the 10 for the 45 and 46, so he is one of the begotten. Either way, so the Moses with him is the more ISIS, because he released ISIS, and we are in the 21st year of the 2001 alarm clock. All right, so that's the 21 and 21, and then we're going into the 22nd year, which would be a V year, which would be the peace and safety and all those other things. But we're 2023 is also the V year, also because it's the playoffs as far as the year speaking, because you have like a football season, and then the season is 1 year, and then the championship is the next year after. So that's where you get the different plays in the years, and how they try and hide things with the calendar and throw people off. Either way, so ISIS was let go or whatever he did, and give him some arms, if I remember correctly, and so all that will be playing a role for the more ISIS. And this will be part of the red wave divide, because probably this event is going to happen and Biden is going to blame the wrong country. And it's going to be a domino effect after that. It's just like the things that I've told you, but it's a mirror of those things, because the devil is in the details. All right, so like as far as parables speaking, I've told you about the invasion that's happened in Russia before all these things even happened. I told you all about the invasion, that happened in Russia. Told you about the border thing that also happened in Russia. That's happening now in Texas. The border thing in Texas or in Russia is kind of a mirror for the border thing in Texas that's going to be taking place. But the border war down there is starting to build up. Biden going down there on the 8th, which is the 4/8 in Hebrew calendar, the stirring of the pot, and then the 8th on the Gregorian calendar for the Gordon, or the Gordon. And Elvis is 88 on the 8th. Either way, all these things are building up to show the calculations and to get us to an unlocking of a time. So the Christmas bomb of Nashville, we saw a replay of that through the weather, through the cyclone bomb. And I warned y'all that people would not be able to move anywhere, or they would be stuck, they would be dying where they are, or whatever, right? It happened on a smaller scale, but all that stuff did happen. And it didn't happen through a physical bomb, it happened through the weather. But the Nashville bomb and the weather bomb and all that stuff, that all that will be meshing into one reality in the future. And that's kind of the stuff that I was shown, and I had to live through in the spirit, in the matter of speaking, because the spirit had us go to certain places throughout the nation and through these travels and what have you, preparing for living off the land or living wherever or whatever. It was just a trying of the spirit, and it was a very learning time about how our whole nation is built on these coming times. But the the whole world is built on these times, but I haven't been all over the world. I've been to 26 states, I've been to Canada, and I've been to Mexico, and the whole world is built on these systems. And when you go onto Google Earth, you can see the whole world is built on these systems. When you watch TV and the movies, you can see the whole world is built on these systems because it's embedded everywhere. And these are the signs that Jesus saw everywhere that told him that he's going to be killed soon. So, the signs are everywhere if you have the eyes to see them and the ears to hear them. And everything, depending on the syllables and the parables, will link together the web of information and the net of information. And as we go from a web from the ground to the sky, we're going from the internet, where it's just in the sky, and the web will be changing in a way. Either way, folks, Moses is coming when Biden is 80, and this Moses would be the twin 9/11 attack that I've told y'all is coming. It's just a matter of aligning things, because I was shown these things at the beginning of the false prophet and at the end of the Antichrist, when the trumpets were sounding and all these other things. But through that time, I've been working daily and reading daily and trying to build what I know daily since these things have been revealed. And as we're getting closer, the time is getting to the point where the false prophet has had us 42 months since he started his run for presidency, and he can be taken out at any point to give the Moses a rise. All right, so this Pharaoh is the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh is the far road, or the far game, the far infrared vision, for the red dawn, for the red wave, and all those things that would be divided in the future through the third party or fourth party. The Republicans will have somebody come in to divide them, and maybe the Democrats or whatever, but this person would cause Kamala to either stay in power or the other person, the third party person, to get whatever. But it's going to be interesting times coming forward. And Elvis' birthday on 88, and Biden being 88, and when Trump's 77, all those things would tie in together. So you get like your that could be like your 7-11 time frame, because that's like right in the middle of all those times. Either way, 12 days of Christmas has been pretty good. Gotten a bunch of nice events and a bunch of programming that should last for a while. And all the old programming will be coming to an end while they build up the new programming. And it's just going to keep people in delusion, because they're going to hear things that they've never heard before.